I think by now we all understand that the next phase of Marvel Studios will be changed pretty significantly due to what is going on with the multiverse, specifically with the events that started in WandaVision are continuing through Loki, and will have direct effect on what is happening in Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And now we have it confirmed that yes, there's going to be some big changes in store for us ahead. In a recent interview with Collider, Michael Waldron, the man responsible for writing Loki, and of course writing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, was asked about what is currently happening in Loki, and of course his involvement with the upcoming other films that will factor into the multiverse. Now, while he can't talk a lot about Spider-Man, because obviously he wasn't directly on hand writing that, he was involved with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And he said that the question that they were asking, whether there will be long-lasting effects and ramifications onto the MCU and the multiverse when it comes to these two films, he says that you're right. You don't just bring on Sam Raimi to make a movie and not make a big deal out of it. You don't go into the multiverse and use all these characters and films and expect to have nothing happen after, like the world just moves on as if nothing was happening. So he is confirming that yes, there will be things that happen in these that will directly play into the next phase or more into the MCU. And I think this much is clear. The moment they add America Chavez from the multiverse to the MCU, big character, how does this affect, if at all, when Deadpool joins the MCU? How do multiple Spider-Men factor into everything that is happening? How do they connect this to what Sony is doing? How far-reaching is the multiverse? How does this connect to Kang the Conqueror and Quantumania? I mean, there's so many things that will have a ripple effect that spawns from this that honestly, it's really not shocking. And him confirming and saying, oh boy, yeah, I can't really tell you a lot, but there's some things that are going to be coming out of this that, you know, are going to be big, is just a given at this point. And I mean, he literally told them it's going to have a huge dramatic effect on the MCU. That to me sounds as good of a confirmation as any that this phase is all about establishing the new MCU. And once we get to phase 5, it's no holds barred, do whatever you want. And maybe this is how they can introduce some of the more extreme characters to the MCU and sort of unleash them, if you will. Maybe this is how you introduce the concept of the darker side of the MCU, like Ghost Rider and things like that, because now you can. Maybe this is also how you explain vampires and why they've been missing. For all we know, a combo of these films and multiverse things will cause multiverse incursions, and they can deal with that in a weird way. But again, I guess we just gotta wait and watch both projects, and then we'll sort of have a concrete answer, but we can expect it.